All right, Lego-y friends. I was going to say, here we have the most controversial Lego set of all time, but that's not true. What we do have here, I'm quite certain, is a Lego set that Lego as a company will never, ever make again. Now, the most controversial sets we talked about a little bit in the previous video, right? I think it's a toss-up, perhaps, between Jabba's Palace of 2013, which is nonsense. Somebody in Turkey said it looks a little bit like their mosque. Who cares? It's from a fictional movie. To me, that is outrageously ridiculous. Guess what we do have? We do have Notre Dame, an actual religious church. Exactly the same, essentially. No complaint there from myself, who's Catholic. But, so you can guess who complained about Jabba's palace. There's the Titanic. Let's make a celebration set to the staggering amount of death that occurred on the Titanic. Why would you make that set? Why don't you continue in the line? Let's have, let's just keep going. We'll have the Space Shuttle Challenger. We'll have the Hindenburg. We'll do a whole disaster series. The little sub that blew up recently there and imploded. Why would you do that? There's been thousands of ships made around the world that are fantastic and complex and look wonderful. Why would you make the Titanic? I don't get it. Hey, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it's a little odd. Are we going to have an Auschwitz modular next? I don't get it. But let's open this together because this one here I'm quite certain we will never see again. And I think it's sad because it's a movie. It's from a movie. It's fictional. The whole thing was written, and the movie doesn't really make you feel like you're celebrating these things. But in here, we have a set which encompasses religion, child slavery, and human sacrifice. What could it possibly be? You guessed it, or maybe you didn't. But yeah, it's the Temple of Doom. I think this set is even just called Temple of Doom. Right? Molaram. Look at him. Nice hat, buddy. Very good. Yep, Temple of Doom. Awesome news, Indy. Can't remember the set number for this one now, actually. I was looking at Brickset last night for all the different Temple of Doom, or all the different Indiana Jones sets. I believe it said there were 22. Of course, we have the 3 from that last run a year or two ago. So that means there were 17 or 18 sets before this. And I seem to think that there were 2 sets for the Temple of Doom, which is kind of shocking, right? I think it's wonderful. But I can't remember now what that other set would be. But yep, that's it. Oh, there we go. Short round. Aha. Very nice, right? So yeah, it looks like it's kind of partially disassembled here. This one I spent, as I said, $366 on this set, and more than happy to do it. You know, I could have bought it a long time ago. I don't know why I've waited so long to get it, but I sure am glad that I got this one because I went back and looked last night, and to try and find this used and complete is really difficult. And if you want it new and sealed, you're looking at about $700 or so. And I know I won't be the first one to flesh this set out and add more to it, because it's really, they combine scenes, really. Like they've got the Minecraft carts, and then they've got the ceremony area all together, when we know that that really isn't the way that they are in the movie there. But yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. I think this thing's from 2009. Not sure, but look at that, huh? I'm going to take it all apart. Just got to clean up that black area there. I'm definitely going to add to it here to make it more like the scene in the movie. But this is packed really nice, really good seller. Really responsive because I was asking about shipping. And this was just right around the holidays, so I know that that's not easy to do. And some folks will sell and say that they only ship on Wednesdays, for example, and I get it. Can't complain about that, I guess. But yep, $366 US, which is not bad. And I had a $25 off coupon. So that was nice. Yeah, the instructions are big. That's cool. What I'm trying to do now is find a box so I can have the whole thing. Box and all. Yeah, see, it just says Temple of Doom. Very good. I got to go back to Brickset and see what the other sets were. Kind of kicking myself now because eBay had a $25 off of any $50 set coupon. And I could have grabbed maybe a couple more Indiana Jones sets that are used for about $50, $60 and got that $25 off. I should have done that. So I'm going to be careful about chasing down more Indiana Jones sets. But I said this was going to be one of my focuses this year, and it is. I want the old Indiana Jones sets, and I want the old Lord of the Rings, and there's some Pirates of the Caribbean I'd like to get to. I definitely want the Silent Mary. I'm torn between the two Black Pearls. I'm just going to get whichever one I can in the best possible condition for the best price. I don't think I would buy the newest Black Pearl used. That seems kind of silly, but then again, if somebody bought it, let's say right here around me, they built it, displayed it, and then 6 months, a year later, they wanted to sell it for cheap, I would do that. And then I also want the Lord of the Rings Pirate Ambush ship. I want that one for sure. So I'll be looking for that. But anyway, there you go. Wonderful family-friendly set. Not celebrating, but definitely displaying religion, child slavery, and human sacrifice. Everything for an enjoyable family build around the campfire, right? Very good. So excited to have it. Just arrived today. Hope you all are having a good one. More great stuff coming your way. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Throw any comments down below. And tell your friends life's a brick. And we'll catch you on the next one.